Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. And keeping with the theme of what you want to hear or so, when I used to work for a daycare and they used something called the conscious discipline.
Oh, okay.
And that was also very interesting that we would start, my group of kids were 3 years old, to give them always a choice. For example, we're going to use the potty, but you give them the choice. You can either go now or you can go in 1 minute, because that it's the same with, I mean, as an adult, you really are not so much told anymore what to do. But how would you like if I tell you, you have to do this right now and you have to do it like this, right? You're gonna be like, no, I don't want to. Or that would be my reaction. But it was so interesting because we gave the children this choice of, you can play 2 minutes with this toy, or then or how many minutes do you want to play with this toy, and then you can share this toy with the other child. It gives them the opportunity. Okay, yeah, maybe in 2 minutes I will share, or in 1 minute. And then sometimes they gave it right away. And it's again, how do we hear something? How do we listen? Or how do we even perceive it, right? Because if I'm giving a choice, and so we always gave them 2 choices, and especially with the going to the potty was the best one, because they usually didn't want to, but we wanted them to, because otherwise we had some accidents. And it was so powerful. Either you can go now or in 1 minute. And some would challenge you on it. And usually it was like, well, you made the choice, so now you go. And again, as we've been teaching, repetition, repetition, repetition. If you are consistent and you're giving this choice and you're saying it's either this or that, you choose, even for children already, right? It was so powerful to see that these 3-year-old children were able to choose for themselves. Okay, yeah, I go now, or in 1 minute, or I will play, or okay, in 2 minutes I will share the toy. Or it was really great to see. And I think that's what showed me also how powerful it is and how easy children can learn from an early age on. Anything, right? Oh yeah, we can, when the music is playing loud, we can jump around and we can dance, but then we also know when we hear the bell, that's group time and we all sit down. And to have this consistency and following through and the repetition of it, you just really, yeah, you get it more. It's not just, oh, let's learn something for a test and then I forget about it. It's I repeat, and then I get it, kind of thing. So that was really, because yeah, you guys were talking about the listening and how people perceive things. I think that is very powerful.
I actually think I missed a little bit because I had to go and listen to my children for a bit there, but I actually think that children, we can learn a lot from children. They have they're still so childlike and they're still so in wonder and everything. But yeah, the choice, like giving them choices, is definitely something I encourage quite often. And I had a gentleman at one of my workplace. He had said he was having issues with his 2-year-old. When I just told him, I go, well, he's like, she doesn't want to wear her clothes, she doesn't want to do this. I'm like, well, give her a choice. He goes, what? I go, give her a choice. Lay out 3 items of clothes that you are okay with her wearing and let her choose for herself. It's a win-win. You get to you get your child dressed, and your child gets to choose what outfit they want. I just think that we start to lose that as adults for our own self, you know, and yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyways, Wade, what were you going to say?
Yeah, it gives them a little bit of ownership on their life, and that's probably a good lesson to learn early. And just to, rather than have to follow the lead, you have some say in your own life, and that's a good thing to hear. So it's nice to know that schools are doing things like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It shows that we can really all choose who we want to be, how do we want to raise our children. And yes, we have to start with ourselves, right? Because we are giving it obviously to them, or we can create a space for them to discover who they are, who they want to become, and how to learn, or, you know, does it have to be a certain way, or do you always have to be in control? Which I love to be in control, and I know that it's not, you know, feasible all the time. And I think that is just a really beautiful thing. And I think we're just on the beginning of seeing how we can really make it not such a, you are very disciplined and you have to do it a certain way, that type of parenting style, rather than more fluid and moving. Unless you guys have anything, I think we're about to wrap up and head into another great 2 weeks where we can discover what we talk about next time.
Sounds great. I definitely, I'm definitely glad that I got to share a little bit and got to learn a few things from you guys as well. So I just really appreciate having the opportunity to be on these calls with you guys.
Yeah, no, me too. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll be in the group. And again, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us if you don't want to write it in the group, or just write in the group or in the comments. And we'd be happy to help or answer questions, or jump on the call and join us next time.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.